So we'll be getting going here. All right. So welcome. We're going to be doing a special practice this morning. It'll be a blend, as usual. My throw in elements of yoga and Qigong. But I want to do a practice that's centered around compassion and kindness. And the reason why is because there's so many things that we're dealing with internally. When we bring some kindness or compassion to it, it really helps take the edge off. It has an amazing effect on our nervous system regulation. And in Buddhist practice, there's a lot of compassion practices. It's really beautiful, very healing. And one of the reasons why compassion and kindness is so healing is because it activates our social engagement mechanism and helps with nervous system regulation through our social engagement mechanisms in the body, mind, and the brain, and the nervous system. So we're going to do a practice where we're going to constantly come back to the quality of awareness or consciousness that we're bringing in relationship to ourselves during the practice. So I'll break this down a lot more during the practice, but we're in a state of mind without realizing it most of the time. So what we're doing here is making our state of mind, making how we're viewing, relating to ourselves conscious. And we're bringing a quality of compassion or kindness and different flavors of that in relationship to ourselves during the practice today. So let's start by coming into a seated posture. You can sit on the ground if you want. You can sit in a chair. If you need to lie down because it's hard to sit, that's fine too. And once you find yourself in a comfortable position, please lengthen your spine. You can close your eyes. And as usual, we begin by just tuning in. And you might have your own way of tuning in, and that's fine. And I'll offer a couple different ways as well. What's important is that you find over time what works the best for you, and that you also get really good at tuning into yourself in your practice, because that's actually a form of kindness and compassion, is to be attuned or tuned in to what's actually happening in the moment in your body mind. And a lot of us grew up in environments where either because of our parents being too busy or overwhelmed, or they weren't around, or they just didn't have the attunement skill sets, that we were not very tuned into. So the simple process of us tuning into ourselves and our body minds and our emotions in a deep way can in itself become very healing. So we want to practice that. So as you sit down, let's see. So for some people, coming directly to the body with your own awareness can be very healing. So for those of you, when you bring awareness to body, breath, it'll feel soothing and relaxing, and then you can stay there. Okay, just noticing what's coming up, noticing what's arising in the body. And what we're doing here is entering into a state of listening, intent, attuned listening. For some of us, coming directly on the body with our awareness might be overwhelming or feel too tight, too claustrophobic. So if that's the case, what I want you to do is actually extend your awareness into your environment. And you want to tune into the space around you. You want to tune into the environment. And see if you can begin to take in what's happening around you, either through the sense of sound or through your kinesthetic sense. And then once you're connected to your environment and you feel a little bit more calm and safe, then you can gradually bring your awareness back to the body. But for some of you, you may want to place your awareness on the body in a very light and gentle way, so you're not hyper-focused on the body, because again, that might feel claustrophobic. So find that sweet spot for you. Again, the key here, the kindness, compassion quality we're working on here in the moment, is attunement. So for those of you who were comfortable with coming into the body earlier, just directly, just stay there. And now, as you're being with the body mind, can you invoke quality of softness or kindness, gentleness. And to do this, if it helps, you can even place your palms on your chest or on your belly, or maybe even on your shoulders, so it's like an embracing quality. And can you bring a quality of tenderness towards your relationship to yourself, to your body, to your mind? So everything that's arising in the body, all the sensations, all the feelings, they're being met, they're being held by a quality of kindness or compassion, tenderness. And the first thing I want you to do in your mind intentionally in relationship to your body-mind is begin by telling yourself, hey, I'm right here with you. Body, mind, I see you, I'm here with you. And you can say this out loud if you're by yourself at home. You can do it silently in your mind. Either way works fine. And just hang out there for a moment. Notice how that feels. See if your body-mind responds to that in any way. For me, it made me relax. I just took a deep breath, naturally, right, without trying. Another one's coming. And I notice my body releasing and relaxing more now that I'm becoming more present and I'm communicating to my body-mind that I'm here and present with it. All right, and let's do some hand positions. Let's play with hand positions. So what I want you to do is put your hand on your head area. You could do it on your forehead, on the front of the forehead. You could do it to the side, on the side of the head, or the back of the head. If you have an area that you tend to get headaches in, I want you to focus on those areas. You can also move the hands around and just find the perfect spot for the moment. For a lot of us, we get head tension, neck tension, headaches, and actually, very often, from my experience with working with people one-on-one in healing work, what I've discovered is that, and also this is something I've been taught from one of my teachers, is that tension in the neck head area tends to be a protector, meaning a part of your body-mind is attempting to contract itself to contain an experience that feels overwhelming. When it's too stressed out, it's attempting to regulate the experience through tension or by escaping up into the head and tightening up. So we want to find the tension, the energy in the head, surround it with our hands and presence, and again communicate to it and just let it know, hey, I got this and I'm right here with you, I feel you. And just hang out, lightly squeezing in with the palm, just creating a feeling of containment. And consciously holding the head, especially through areas of tension, and just being present and aware there. Just experiment, try this out. See if it does anything for you. It might not, and that's okay. We're just experimenting. And release the hands. Now bring your hands onto your knees or thighs. Check your spine again, sit up tall, take a couple breaths and see if you feel any different. Continue to extend the quality of kindness or compassion towards your body-mind as you're sitting. We're going to take a couple more breaths here before we move on. I want you to get a sense of this quality because we're going to keep coming back to it during the practice. Nice. And let's bring the palms together in front of the heart. For some of us, finding a quality of compassion or kindness towards ourselves can be actually quite difficult to find. So sometimes it's better to start by cultivating compassion or kindness towards others. So in this moment, if you'd like to drop into your heart, I want you to bring to awareness the people that you care about in your life, anyone. And it could even be a being like a dog or a bird or a cat or your pet lizard or ferret, whatever you got. It could even be your niece or your nephew. What's a being that when you think about them, it naturally cultivates kindness or compassion in your heart, a desire to care for them or tend to them? I want you to think about them and allow their image, the thought of them, to invoke the feeling of kindness or compassion in your heart. Maybe it's someone you know who's going through a hard time. And take a moment to abide in that feeling. Invoke that feeling. Notice what it's like. Let that be in your heart. Okay, and just stay with that. All right, from here, let's offer our practice up to them today. So imagine that the practice you're doing today, you're taking some of that energy, that good energy you're cultivating, you're actually making an offering of that practice to these beings or to this being. And you're wishing for them, may they be happy, may they be well, may they be healthy, may they have what they need. And from here, let's do a bow in to our practice. Welcome. And then bringing the spine up. So we're going to start seated and do a couple seated exercises. So again, feel free to sit in a chair. If you want to sit on the cushion like I am, that works too. We're going to begin by coming into a gentle twist. So just take your right fingertips behind you and the left hand on the outside of your thigh. And before you even twist, first, facing forward, feel your left hip, your right hip, and ground the hips into the ground. Melt the hips into the ground. Take a slow, deep breath, and you're going to send your awareness down into the hips. One of the most important feelings, the foundational feelings and sensations somatically we want to cultivate in the body is a sense of safety. When we do grounding practices, what we're trying to do is communicate to the body, hey, we're good, we're safe right now. You can chill out and relax and surrender into the ground. Okay, so by letting the body feel and sense the ground, by tuning your awareness into the floor, we're communicating to the body, hey, you can relax, buddy. It's safe, we're stable. And you're communicating and helping your body experience and sense a sense of stability. So channeling your awareness and your kinesthetic sense to your lower body, really feel the ground. Take a slow breath in. And exhale, and just gently twist the spine. Look over your shoulder. And let the twist be really gentle so you're not cranking the back. And I really want to emphasize this, especially in the beginning of your practice. You don't want to force your body because you want your awareness to be able to settle into your body more in the beginning. Now in this really gentle twist, where for some of you it might feel like you're doing barely anything, I want you to bring awareness now into your spine once you're grounded and you're in the twist. Bring awareness into your spine. And take a couple slow, gentle breaths. Imagine breathing into the spine. And on the exhale, feel the spine melting and softening. Do that a couple times. And on your exhale, next time, try making a sound. A little hum or a sigh, whatever comes naturally. And we're just helping the body feel safe. Generating a sense of safety is another form of kindness. And it's actually one of the metta practices in Vipassana meditation, right? Where we wish for safety for other beings. Okay. Take a nice slow breath in. As you exhale, untwist. Just pause in the center position and feel your body. When your awareness is present with the body consistently and over time, duration, and stably, the body actually responds to your awareness and begins to feel safe. Okay, left fingertips over to the left, right hand to the thigh. Don't twist yet, feel the ground. I want you to root the body into the ground by just becoming cognizant of the floor. Right, if your nervous system's feeling a little jumpy, let that be there. For some of you, that might be natural. If you already drank coffee, then you might feel that this sequence is a little slow for you, and that's okay. Just stay with it. Okay, now, once you feel like your right hip is rooted, your hips are stable, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, gently twist over to the left. A real gentle twist. I want it to feel like you're twisting, but you're not pinching the spine or the neck at all. And then from there, bring your awareness into the spine. Close your eyes. Become present in the spine. And see if you can feel the breath opening and moving through your core and through your spine. Breathe gently and slowly. Long exhale. Make a little sound. Next time, one more time again. Nice. And then slowly untwist. Okay, so let's come onto our backs for a little while. So I do this recline sequence a lot, and I know for some of you who've been doing my videos, this might seem repetitive, but it's really, really good for you. It's amazing for the spine, and it's great for the nervous system. So lie down and start by just stretching the legs out straight like this, and taking the arms overhead, and just lengthen out, just like you woke up in the morning. You might end up yawning like me. And just stretch the spine, arms and legs out. Lengthen the spine. Take a deep breath into your spine. And exhale long. And relax. Take a moment. Feel your body. Be present with your body, with your awareness. And just rest your body on the ground for a couple breaths. Open the breath up through your core if you can. Begin to feel the breath opening through the belly, the rib cage, the chest. Now there's different forms of compassion, and I really want to honor that there are so many ways that we can be compassionate or kind, and it's often dependent on the condition or situation. Right? So for example, when we exercise really strongly or do a fierce practice, that could be a very compassionate practice for us because we might need to release some energy. We might need to really work the body, the heart, right, for our health, and that's great. And today we're doing a bit of a kinder, softer compassion practice. So the practices are going to be more gentle. Walk your feet up. From here, drop your knees to the right without moving the feet. So you're just taking a light twist and slide the arms to the left, look left. Rotate the core. Now breathe into your hips, breathe into your spine, breathe into your organs. With your eyes closed, can you feel which areas are feeling a little tight this morning? And bring your awareness and your breath right into those areas. Meet those areas with your awareness and with kindness. And help those areas of your body gently unwind. On your next exhale, come back to center. Slide the arms over to the other side. Turn the head to the other side. Drop your knees over to the other side. And keep your knees and feet staggered. Take a couple breaths here. Letting gravity do most of the work. Come back to your body. Feel your body. Beautiful. Back to center. Now from here, lift the feet off the ground. You can draw the legs in towards the body, cradle the knees. And just hold the legs in towards the body gently. I want you to close your eyes and just send your awareness into your lower back. And take a couple deep breaths. You're going to feel your spine pressing into the ground real lightly. And I want you to help the back surrender more, release more into the ground. Pay close attention to your exhales here. Work on breathing all the way out. If you need to, you can use your abdominals slightly and pull the belly back towards the spine and breathe all the air out of the lungs. Do that a couple more times. Make a little sound if you like. Now begin to rock the body side to side. So on your back with the hands on the knees, cradling, you're just rolling the back along the floor. Turn the head with the body. If you like, close your eyes. Try to roll all the way over onto your side and then all the way over onto the other side, going across the back. And then pause, and then rotate the legs in circles. So you're massaging the lower back into the ground in circles. So the ankles stay crossed, knees moving in a circle together. And reverse. Keep a slow pace. See if you can slow your nervous system down just a notch. Deep breathing. Keep deepening the breath. As the body relaxes, the deep breathing will become more effortless. Nice. And from here, ankles up, and then just roll on your spine. Gently rock along the spine. Make sure you're not hitting the back against the ground. This should be a nice, smooth, rocking, rolling action. Massaging the back. Nice. And then coming up to a seated position. So again, if you want to go back to your chair, if you're sitting on a chair, go for it. If you're sitting on the ground, just come into a cross-legged position. I'm going to have you bring your arms up, and we're just going to gently rotate the spine side to side like this. Keep the breath natural for now. Turn the head with the body. I'm just massaging the spine through the rotating action. Take a nice deep breath. And release, hands down. Roll the neck from one side to the other. Chin down to the chest. Roll the neck and head to the other side. Ear towards the shoulder. Chin and chest. Ear towards the other shoulder. Nice. From here, see if you can now rotate just the spine along with the neck and head, right? Torso spine. So you're leaning forward with the head and spine, leaning to the side, and then rocking back. Careful not to fall back, and then to the side, then forward. If you want to synchronize the breathing here, inhale as you roll back, exhale as you lean to the side and come forward. And inhale, and exhale. One more, same direction, inhale, and exhale. Reverse it, go to the side. Now as you inhale, when you lean back, lift the chin up. Open the throat to the side, and exhale. Good, leaning to the side, inhale, and exhale. Couple more, inhale, and exhale. Don't go too fast because you'll get dizzy. So slow it down if you're going fast and if you're getting dizzy. And forward. Now just walk your hands forward here and take a gentle forefold on your spine. For some of you, you're also going to feel it in your hamstrings. Support yourself with your hands so you feel nice and stable. Drop the head and just breathe into your back here. Close your eyes and bring awareness into your back and into your hips. Breathe into your hips and your lower back. And then walk your hands back, roll the spine up, inhale. Okay, let's come up to a standing position. Shake your legs out. Just kick your legs, lean from one leg to the other, kick your legs to the sides. Shake your ankles out. Bend the knees, let's go into some shaking. Wake the body up. So bending and straightening the knees rapidly. Shaking in place. Make a little sound on the exhale. Shake the arms. Close your eyes if your balance is good. Bring awareness to the feet, melt the feet into the ground. Relax the ankles. And soften the calves. Release your knees. Relax your thighs. Go gentle. Check to see if what you're doing feels good to you. Keep getting feedback from the body by listening to your body and tuning into the body. How's it feeling? Maybe you like it a little more rapidly. You want it to be a little harder, then go for that. Shake more energetically. If that doesn't feel good, soften it back up. Move into the hips. Let the hips shake. Let the belly move. Let the lower back shift and move. Take a deep breath into the upper belly and the mid-spine. And exhale. Make a sound. One more time. Deep breath into the core. Make a sound on the exhale. Breathe into the chest, upper back, neck and shoulders. And exhale, shake the arms out. One more time. Inhale into the chest, neck and shoulders. Lift the shoulders up. Exhale, shake the arms out. And let the base of the skull move, let the head move. And pause. Just stand for a moment. Be present with your body again, the same way you were in the beginning of your practice. And you can even internally take a moment to smile at your body. Greet your body again, tell your body, hi, I love you, thank you, I'm right here, I feel you. Notice what happens when you continue to send kindness towards your body, towards your cells. Do you feel a difference in the way the body feels? Okay, next, walk your feet together. Cut the knees. Let's rotate the knees. Knee circles. Keep breathing. And reverse. Well, technically, by nature, Qigong and yoga are acts of kindness towards ourselves. We do it to help our body-mind feel better, to be healthier, to be in a better state, better mood. And it's also kindness towards the people around us, because when our state has improved, our behavior improves. Good, bend and straighten the knees. And come up, feet apart, hands on hips, bend the knees, rotate those hips slow. Press into those hips. Take a deep breath. If you want today, take your stance a little wider than usual. Depending on the width of the stance, different areas of the hips will be impacted. So you can play with that. You can walk your feet closer, you can walk your feet wider. But I always want you to bend your knees so you have more mobility and you can press deeper into the hips. Make sure you go forward and stretch the front of the hips. So everyone do this. Come forward with the hips and push forward. Stretch the front of the hips out for a moment. Right through the hip flexors and quads. Make sure you support your lower back. Pull up with the chest so you're not crunching into the lower back. And keep going. Push to the side. And then back into the hip. Side forward. Rotate all the way through those hips. Keep breathing. Feel your hips. Stay with the kinesthetic sensations. Stay present with your body. Good. Reverse. Body wants you here with it. Body gets ignored too much throughout the day, right? The body often is like a neglected child. Take care of your body. Take care of your child. Body is very primal. It is the animal self. So when it's not tended to, it will throw a tantrum in the name of aches and pains. It will rebel. So we need to care for the body, sometimes as if it's a baby. One more round. And come on up. And we'll do a couple light squatting actions just to activate some of the musculature and wake things up. Okay, so you can do this really gently, so don't feel like you have to go super deep. Again, for some of you who experience a lot of vitality and energy through working the body a little bit, this might feel nice. So arms forward, bend the knees, press back with the hips, and I want you to sink into your hips. Try to lean back more into your heels, not into the balls of the feet, because if you notice, for some of you, if you lean forward, you'll pressurize your knees too much, and you'll take all the pressure away from the hips. I want you to stimulate the hips. So to do that, you have to pull back into the heels a bit more and lean back into the hips and squat down. Yeah, and you're going to feel it back here on your bum and deep in the hip joint, and then come up. And then come down. Just take it lightly. We're just waking things up. We're not trying to get a massive workout out of this. So you can just come out on the exhale. Inhale as you go down. And lightly exhale. Press. Now next time, come all the way down. And then in that deep position, just pulse up and down within a range of a couple inches, just to wake up all the muscles and awaken the hips. And stick the butt out. Arch the lower back. Pulse, pulse. And come on back up. And then we're going to rotate the hips a couple times again. So waking up the pelvis, waking up the hips, getting the circulation open through the pelvis and the legs. And reverse. Okay, and keeping those legs healthy. Hope some of you are taking walks, jogs, biking, and you're using those legs. Okay, now let's take the legs out into a light horse. So the feet are quite wide here. Toes just ever so slightly turned out. If you can bring your feet close to parallel, that's great. Just watch your ankles, check out your knees. Put your hands on your thighs, squat deep into the hips, and try not to stick the butt out too far on this one. So tuck the tailbone just a little bit, and then sink, and then pulse in this position with the hands on your thighs, and a wide horse stance. And I'm just gonna wake up the legs. When you work your legs, your thighs, and your pelvis, it also works your heart. If you notice your heart rate is going up. Go from here, come back up, bring your toes in slightly, and then roll the hips slowly. Take a breath. And just a couple rounds. And then reverse. You can go hands, both hands behind the head, isolate, and reverse. And release. Back down into that squat. Okay, hands on thighs if you like. You can go hands without thighs too, so this will be a little more challenging if you're not leaning with the hands. Drop the tailbone slightly, and then gently shift the weight from one side to the other. Be careful with the knee. Press into the heel. Don't go too far, just slightly, until you can feel the right hip, left hip, right, the glute, hamstring turning on. And if you want to work a little deeper, you lean. So you take the weight, lean it over the leg. Take the weight, lean it over the leg. Okay, so again, you can keep going. So you can just do this real lightly, okay, like this. This is fine too. Just work with your body, tuning into the body and seeing what it wants today as an act of kindness towards the body. So even when we're doing something a little bit more active, you can make it gentle or you can make it more active. It's totally up to you. What's kind to you today? What's the perfect attuned thing you can do for your body today? Can you feel that? And if you can't, develop that. Okay, practice. Back center. All right. Walk your feet closer in. Bend the knees again. Lightly rotate. And reverse. Take your palms, rub them together. Get them warm. Find your navel, go a couple inches below your belly button, begin tapping the dantian, the lower belly. Bend the knees a little here too and squat into the hips. You're gonna wake up the core. So firm up the abdominals slightly as you tap. Close your eyes now. I want you to send your awareness into the lower dantian area. We're gonna open up the circulation here in the core. Drop your mind into the belly. And this will have an effect of centering you more, and it'll open up the flow of the chi, life force, in the core and dantian. You will feel more vital over time if you keep cultivating and opening up the flow of chi and storing the chi in the dantian. Keep striking. Now squat a little bit deeper. Sink into your hips, sink into your core as you strike. Breathing. And relax. Now rub the belly. Take a deep breath into your belly. Wrap around the waist. Now tap the lower back lightly. Just massage tap. Along the spine, right along the side, along the muscles. And then vigorously rub the lower back. Start with the muscles on the side. Use the fingertips, rub the bones. Massage across the pelvis and the back. Keep rubbing, breathing. Now hands on the lower back on the kidneys, bend the knees around the back. Breathe into your kidneys. Fill up the kidneys. Take a moment to say hi to your lower back and your kidney organs. Smile at them internally. Extend kindness to them as you breathe into them. The same kindness you would send to your dog, your niece, your partner when he or she is behaving in the way you want them to and you're feeling awesome about them, right? That kindness, compassion that you would send to your mother, to your child, right? Send it into the kidneys, your lower back. Breathe one more time, inhale, and exhale, relax. Rub the kidneys down one more time. Take your palms, rub them together again. Find the front of the hip flexors here, so not on the genitals, but to the side, right where the hip folds, and you're going to start tapping there. Good, so cupped hands, sorry, I forgot to say cupped hands. So there's a popping sound. When you keep the hands cupped and strike the body, it'll create a popping sound. Bend the knees slightly, now go to the side of the hips. Tap the side of the hips. And work your way down the legs. Tap, tap, tap. All the way down the legs. Come up the inside of the legs. Down the front of the legs. Good. Inside the legs. And then down the back of your legs. So go to the bum. Hit your bum. Hit your hammies. Back of the knees. Calves. Over the tops of the feet. And up the inner legs. Down the side leg, side of the hips, right? Side of the thigh, IT bend. Side of the calves. Tops of the feet. Back up the inner legs. And down the front. Work it down the front. Up the inside. And work it on the back. Hit your bum, hit your bum, hit your bum. Hamstrings, back the knees, calves. Over the tops of the feet. Oh, sorry. Mooning you. Back, lower belly. Relax the shoulders, keep striking the belly. You should feel more awake and alive now. And relax, rub the belly down. Close your eyes. Melt your mind into the belly. Feel your body, bend the knees, yeah? Feel your feet. I want you to feel your lower body now. And then it should feel more awake, which is what we want. Awake lower bodies. Okay, pause. Just bring your hands in front of the belly, hovering in front of the abdomen. Drop tailbone, lift the crown, bend the knees, feel the feet. Ground the body. Okay, imagine dropping roots or an anchor into the ground. Or visualize, if you're an image person, you're good at visualizing, drop an anchor into the earth. Right? You're anchoring into the ground. Or you're sending roots into the floor like a big tree. Deep roots. You're connecting the body to the Mother Earth. The experience of connection is deeply healing for the body-mind, and however you invoke that. Can you see Mother Earth as a sentient being that is nurturing, nourishing you, and that's there for you all the time? You can connect to her anytime. Imagine surrendering the body more into the embrace and the holding of the Mother Earth. Can you soften the body into the ground? Nice. And release. Shake the arms out. Shake the legs out. Just notice how your body feels currently. You can place your awareness on the body for a moment. Just pause. Light stance. Take a easeful breath or two. And can you send smiley energy or kindness again to the body and the cells before we move on? Nice. From here, working the spine. So let's do this first. Go here, elbows bent, palms are facing up, upholding heaven posture. Then bend the knees, take your stance a bit wider, palms up, chin up. And you're gonna pull up with the palms and arc back ever so slightly. And then keeping everything pretty much the same, you're gonna slightly push out through the inner wrist and the inner elbow like this. Okay, and hold it. So there's a very gentle broadening quality to the chest and the collarbones, and the chin up and the throat opening. Okay, and you want to sink slightly through the hips. So there's a downward action from the hips sinking, an upward action from the chin and the hands and chest pulling up, and the spine will be elongated in the middle. At the same time, as you push out through the wrists and the elbows slightly, you're going to stretch the inner arms and the chest area. Good. Push the outer edges of your feet, the pinky toe side of your feet into the floor. That'll roll your knees and thighs out. Okay, so there's a lot of stretching happening here. It looks really different from a yoga stretch. This is a Taoist stretch posture. You can gently rotate from one side to the other. Just twisting the body. Now when you twist, don't twist that far and push the knees apart. Okay? Keep the knees pushing apart if you can. Rotating and twisting. And release. Shake it out. From here, bring the hands in front of the chest like this. Elbows bent, wrists soft. Take your stance, again, a little wider than the hips. Drop tailbone, sink into the legs and feet. First, feel the feet. Make sure you're always grounded. You want the body and the posture to feel safe, secure, and rooted. Once you have that feeling, then bring the arms out. Lean forward into the chest, inhale. And then exhale, lean back into the heels and bring the hands towards each other again. And inhale, lean slightly forward into the balls of the feet. Expand the arms, open, lean forward into the chest. And exhale, lean back into the heels, bring the palms back in. Just go nice and slow. Arms out, lean forward into the balls of your feet, like you're falling forward almost. Chest leans forward, and then lean back into the heels. Sink into your hips slightly and bring the arms in. Once you get into a flow with this movement, inhale forward, your arms will eventually feel as if they're being moved by themselves, right? The rest of the body is moving the arms. Okay, rocking forward into the balls of the feet. Inhale, arms part. And lean back into the heels. Exhale, the arms come in. Again, inhale. And lean back, exhale. Couple more. Inhale. And exhale, lean back. One more. And lean back, exhale. And then turn, palms facing down, press down. Nice. Then relax. Shake the arms and legs out. Next, hold the ball in front of the belly. Just open the palms away from each other and then pull the palms back in a couple times. Imagine and feel the chi ball, the energy ball. Drop tailbone. Now take the ball and roll it from one side to the other and twist. Good. And then from here, when you bring the arms all the way up a little further, twist the torso, wash the knee. Now you're going to actually lift the heel you're twisting away from, like a golf swing, and bring the ball up high. Sink down, and then bring the ball up high. Lift that heel, pivot, look up, and then exhale, sink down. So this is a nice full rotation through the body. Torso, everything's being worked, but we're also opening up the arm and chest area by lifting those arms up. You can feel that stretch right through the pec there. Down, opening up some of the meridians in the arms. Sink and down. Inhale, lift. Sink. Exhale. Inhale, lift. And sink. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink. Couple more. And sink. Pause there. Hold the ball in front of the belly. Close your eyes and again feel your body, soften the body, send kindness to all the cells in the body, melt and soften the body. Pause. Yeah, next from here, pull the ball up into the chest area, inhale. Then turn the hands and imagine you're pushing energy, the ball out wide. Like your whole body is surrounded by an energy ball, and you're pushing the walls of the ball out. And then pulling back in, inhale. And then pushing up and out. Hold it, inhale there. Take a breath. Like you're creating space around the heart, right? That's the idea. Inhale. Turn. Sink a little in the hips and then push out from the heart. Open down through the arms. And then pull back in, inhaling slowly. And then turn the palms up and push out and up. Look up with the chin. Push out and hold it. And then pull back in. Inhale. Turn and then kind of push out again from the chest area out to the sides. And back in. One more and then push up and out. Bend the knees, sink into your legs. Now hold that position for a while. Lift the chin up slightly. So it's very similar to this one. It's just different with the arm position. It's a bit more horizontal. But you're pushing sideways and up. The back is slightly, again, in a slight back bend. Where you're tilting back to the head and the upper spine. The chest area is opening. And release. Take your fingertips and just tap the chest area. Deep breath in. Exhale, make a sound. Again, slow deep breath in. And sound. Exhale. One more. And exhale. Nice. Rub the heart. And brush down from the chest. Okay, one more again from the dantian. Imagine holding the ball of the dantian. Inhale, bring it up from the dantian to the chest. From the chest area, press forward. And then open. And then close. Bring the hands back in. You're going to lean back slightly. Inhale, pull back towards the chest. Exhale, take the energy down into the dantian. Bend the knees, sink into the hips. Sink into the core. Feel the core. From the core, lift to the heart. Inhale. And from the heart, press forward. Inhale, arms wide, lean forward into the heart. Open heart. And exhale. Inhale, pull back to the heart. Exhale, slowly sink into the core. Melt. Back into your center. Couple more. Inhale. And exhale, press forward from the heart. Open the heart area, lean forward, inhale. And exhale. Draw back, inhale. And melt into the core, hold it there. Pause, hands in front of the dantian, mind in the lower belly, bend the knees slightly, eyes closed. Beautiful. And rub the core down. Wrap around the waist, rub the lower back down. Inhale into the lower back. Now give your legs a little brush down. Thighs, quads, around the knees, because we're standing for a while. The IT band, side legs, and the calves. Let's come down to a seated posture. We're going to do a couple seated things and a little meditation. So rub the palms together again and open up the awareness and heat, warmth in the hands. And hold the hands right in front of your chest. And bring the hands closer towards the chest and then further away from the chest. And see if there's a sweet spot. You may notice that when you place your hands in just the right distance from the chest, it feels really nice or comforting. For some of you, it might even be hands all the way on the chest. So experiment. And I want you to just kind of feel as you sense your heart area, as you bring the hands closer and further away. Right? So you can be really far out, open like this. It can be really close in like this. It could be somewhere in the middle. Just move the hands in and out. And once you feel like you found the sweet spot where it feels really comforting and nice, I want you to hang out there. And just meet your system. Be present with your body, your heart, your mind, your whole being. Just be present with yourself. Notice the quality of feeling or energy that you're bringing to this relationship. Can you find softness or kindness here? To whatever is present and arising in your body, mind. Notice if that's a bit easier now than it was in the beginning. And so we all have different parts to our personality. There's a part of you that's strong. There's a part of you that's productive and effective and mature. And then there's also these vulnerable parts of us that might get scared, overwhelmed, wounded, alone. And may we hold those aspects of us with kindness and with compassion. May we give those parts of us what they didn't receive in the past. By inquiring, discovering, and then attuning, and then acting. Is there anything your being needs from you right now, right here? Just resting in inquiry, curiosity, kindness, presence. Letting your body mind know, hey, I'm here with you. I want to care for you. I'm doing my best. How can I help? Now bring the hands all the way to the chest. Give the chest a rub. Soothing rub of the chest as you inhale, exhale. If you feel any tension anywhere in the chest, just give it a little rub down. See if you can soften some of the tension. Break up the stagnation there. And then give your face a rub. Gentle massage to the jaw, the forehead, and across the eyebrows, the ridge of the eyebrows. Then rub your scalp down. Then rub the back of the skull and the base of your skull where the neck meets the skull. And then squeeze the neck. And then rub the chest and belly down one more time. Bring it down. Rub the lower back. Breathe into your lower back. And rub your thighs. And circle the knees. Rub your knees. And let's bring the palms together in prayer position again. And then dropping into the heart one more time. And take a moment. Can you smile down into your own heart? And if that's not natural, then don't force it. Okay? Just be present with what's there. And then let's drop into a state of allowing, which is again a state of accepting whatever is there in our body mind, whatever is happening right now. We're meeting it with, as much as possible, openness and allowing, including the part of us that might not be able to be present very well, right, in a kind way. Maybe there is a harsh part, and if that's coming up, can we be kind with that part? So we're not attacking the part of us that is attacking another part. And for some of us who've been in environments where our autonomy was violated, or where we were under strict rules, conditions, and expectations, the very presence of a very allowing quality can be very healing. It's just practicing here. You are okay just as you are right now. And I trust that naturally you will move through whatever you're going through right now. And I'm right here with you as you do so. Without judgment, without needing to change or control you in any way. I am here, present with you, so you're not alone. And I'm available to help if you need me. How can I help? And then just being present for another moment. Notice how that feels as you become present with yourself in a state of allowing. Meeting yourself in a space of allowing. Nice. And then rub your palms again. One more time. Give your face a gentle touch or rub. Neck a squeeze. And then just brush off the chest. Shake the arms out. Okay, palms facing up. Open your eyes up now. And just become aware of the room or the space that you're sitting in. And let the awareness move away from the body for a second. Just take in the space that you're in. Take a couple breaths there. Whew. All right, and let's bring the palms together one last time and just wish all beings out there well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings become free of their suffering. May all beings have their needs met. May all beings be loved. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day.